Hey, it's Aisha Marie 11. Keep on vibing, keep on vibing, keep on writing. It says peace, spread the word. Today I'm going to talk to you about a quick video of why special needs people are super crucial in the 21st century. In the biblical times, the Most High God created laws so people can't pick on the disabled. And you move forward to the New Testament, where there's two men in the Bible. One man couldn't walk, and another man was blind. And Jesus performed miracles on these two men at different times, which shows why special needs people are crucial. The man who could not walk, 4 men had to put him on like a gurney or something, and you put him down from the roof because it was so crowded and nobody could get in. That's why that man was there, to show the proof of God's power. When Yeshua, aka people call him Jesus, Yeshua, showed proof of God's true power. Then as you move forward a little bit, and you see Jesus doing a phenomenal miracle. The man who was blind, he didn't do anything wrong. He was born that way. But the reason why that man was created on this earth for one job. One. Same thing with the other guy. The reason why he was there is because he was meant to perform a special miracle to his apostles and disciples to teach them a lesson. This man, very innocent, minding his own business, living his own life. Jesus comes up to him and he put mud in his eyes, water and mud and spit in his eyes, spit in his face, and tell him to go wash his face and he can see again. That's one way of showing humility. This man was so humble. A lot of people criticized him or whatever, but he showed proof that it was Jesus, aka Yeshua. That's why he did it. And not only that, when Jesus was with his 12 men, when he did that act, he did it to teach them something. It could be almost anything. And you fast forward again to the 20th century, where people have special needs come together to be able to manage to convince the United States of America government to pass a law or an act or a bill or what it was. They were able to band together peacefully and pass a law to protect disabled people, which is called the American Disability Act. And you fast forward again, not even a little bit, to the 21st century. You see all these cool videos of people with special needs and whatever, doing all these cool acrobats or doing TED Talks or whatever. But have you ever wondered why they're here? You might just see them as, okay, they're there, they're my friends, people I see all the time, inspiration or whatever. Have you ever thought why they are there? The answer is right above your head. I don't mean the fan or the ceiling. Go higher up. That's the Most High. God is making these people who have special needs to teach human society what he did all the way back in the biblical days in the book of Numbers, teaching the Israelites how to treat and respect people with disabilities, to do and not to do to disabled people. The reason why the Most High God has them now, because we as human beings are still struggling, and which is one of my favorite things of why I love being disabled, because I'm able to teach people, even though I might not know I'm doing anything. I may be living my day to day, doing my job, whatever. I might influence a person's life. Which was point number 1. Humility. Being humble. Without people with special needs, this world would have been, I don't know. I don't even want to know. But all I want to say is the people with special needs are here on this earth to teach humility. You might not realize it, but they do teach you something. They might not know they're doing it. The person with a disability might not know they're actually doing that. But either the words, actions, I don't know, it could be anything, can teach a person humility. A lot of people are so self-centered with no love, no God in them. A lot of people don't love God anymore, which is really sad. But because of the person, let's say you cross paths with a person with special needs or disability or whatever, and they teach you something, and let's say they move on to another thing, and you realize something, oh my God, this person made me so humble in a way I never explained before. That person who has special needs finished that task to teach you a lesson. And that person might even not know they're doing it. That's one of the coolest things about being disabled. The second thing is actually one of my utmost favorites. Actually, my number one favorite, my second favorite is humility. The first one is humility, and the second one is self-love. As a person with a disability, it took me, oh my God, a very, very long time to find self-love. But when I see other people with self-love, that's like one of the best things that I can think of. But I'm talking about self-love in a physical form, not so much of your spirit, because that could be anything. I'm talking about physical. Because if you think of all these famous people who have physical deformity, look at, there's one channel, it's called Special Books for Kids. This man travels around the world teaching people or educating people about disabilities in all different forms, all different walks of life. If you look at another channel called Born Different, they will talk about what's it like to be disabled or have special needs in a form, on a physical aspect. But a shout out to those two channels. Those are actually one of my favorite channels because I love what they do. As a person with a disability myself, I have a deformity as well. All I'm going to say is, the person who had a deformity, or I don't know a better description of that. Sorry if I offended anybody, but I'm trying not to. I'm just speaking as the way I understand. People who have physical deformities, we are teaching people it's okay to be different. It's okay to have, I'm missing a form. And even think about this. Think about, there's a channel on Instagram. There's a page on Instagram called Beauty Mark. This is run by what shows people with disabilities, but not only people. They also show animals too, which I think is a phenomenal idea because I love that. What I'm trying to say is people who have physical deformities are teaching people to say, okay, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be, I hate the term weird, but I'm weird. I'm a nerd. I don't care. Well, when it comes to the opposite sex, there's a little whole nother mess anyway. What I'm trying to say is people with special needs, with deformities, are teaching the world it's okay to be different. It's okay to say I am beautiful the way that the Most High made me to be. The Most High thinks I'm beautiful. The Most High believes I am perfect the way I am. Unless it's medical condition with high risk or whatever, that's a whole nother mess. But what I'm trying to say is self-love. We are the ones teaching you self-love. Because a lot of times people with special needs don't really have time to deal with the mainstream world about fashion and trends. Sometimes I see people with special needs go into fashion and break the stigma of people saying, people with disabilities should look like this or move like that. We are here on this earth, not only to humble you, but to give yourself love. And I will show you a disability right now. This is a deformity. I was born like this. Both of my feet are, actually. I was born with a very, very rare syndrome, which would be another video after this. So moving on to the next part, we already covered humility, self-love, and the second part is, which I think is really phenomenal, is teamwork. Teamwork / compassion, they're going to go together at the same time. Why are special needs people so crucial in the 21st century? Compassion and teamwork. That can be rolled into one topic. I might have said that twice. A lot of times when people go into the workforce, volunteering, or like hanging out with friends or whatever, a lot of people don't even think about other people. They think about me. They think, oh, I got everything, I don't need help, or whatever. They might think they're better than everybody else. But when you meet let's say you have an old lady that's trying to cross the street. Are you going to watch that old lady cross the street and get hit by a car? I don't think so. Special needs people are here on this earth to teach you teamwork and compassion. Because this world is so lacking of compassion. Especially like the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, where there's no love, no compassion, whatever. And even before that, when people built the Tower of Babel, same concept. What we are trying to do is we're trying to teach you teamwork and compassion. Compassion is a natural human behavior. But because of the programming of this society, we don't really, they think, oh, being compassionate is, oh, I'm going to show up and give off to the point. No. People with special needs already have compassion and teamwork in themselves, pre-programmed by the Most High, because we are here on this earth to teach you that. Because people don't even want to work in teams anymore, or think, oh, I'm going to take over the team and control. And the beautiful thing about teamwork, especially in a workforce, let's say you have an employee who is autistic. He might have skills that, or sharing new ideas that you wouldn't even think of. Because a lot of us, people with special needs, not only have a lot of compassion, and we have a lot of skills to share with teamwork, but yet we cannot forget, we can help you, bring you guys outside the box, outside the comfort zone. Which brings me into the next topic, which is number 3. We can pull you out of your comfort zone in a very gentle way. The person, let's say you have a person with autism or a person with cognitive disabilities, because I have it too. I'm not autistic. Shout out to all the people who have autism. Oh my God, you are phenomenal and fascinating. I can't even explain it. You're just so fascinating because you see a world in a way that we don't see. And which brings on to cognitive disabilities, which I have too. We are able to bring you outside of the comfort zone in a way that we might not realize we're doing it. That's why it's so cool to be disabled. Because we can bring you out of the comfort zone. We might bring you new ideas. We might inspire you in new ways. We might even invent new products, new whatever. I was watching a video maybe a while back where this kid who was autistic invented a lunch tray for school for kids with special needs, so they food won't fall off of the food tray because they might have eye-hand coordination problems. That's one of the reasons why we're here on this earth. We are here to teach you humility, self-love, compassion, and teamwork. They kind of wrap together. And the last thing is coming out of the comfort zone. And as I'm wrapping up this video, I hope this video will inspire those who do not have special needs to help. I hope this video helps you understand why we are here. Yes, we can be inspirational. Yes, we can be entertaining, just like Jamie Foxx with Parkinson's disease, or a famous singer, Stevie Wonder, who is blind. But have you ever thought about the people who have special needs that are not famous? Other than Stephen Hawking, he's actually one of my personal favorites. I don't do a lot of favoritism, but Stephen Hawking is one of my favorite famous people who have special needs. Stephen Hawking, oh my God, he started off as a regular guy. That's a sick thing. As I'm combining all those things, Stephen Hawking is a perfect example of why I did this video. Stephen Hawking was a regular guy going to college for a PhD in physics or whatever. As the time progressed, I actually watched a video of the biography of Stephen Hawking on Netflix, which I was so amazed. And he was a regular guy from England going for physics or something. I don't remember exactly what it's for. And as time progressed, he got married. Then as time progressed, he couldn't walk, talk, do anything. But his mind stayed slow. As time progressed, his first wife left him because he became very famous, because he wrote so many books. He was the one that did the quantum physics. He's the one that helpfully did the new fundamentals of quantum physics. I think Einstein did that before him. Einstein did invent the quantum physics, but Stephen Hawking gave proof of it actually works. Stephen Hawking didn't really care about his disability. Yeah, it was hard for him. He was the first man ever to live the longest with ALS, which I think it's auto muscle. I don't remember the term, but ALS, he was the longest living man with ALS. Because a lot of people with ALS don't live for very long. He lived for a very long time. He wrote many books. He was aired in Star Trek, different TV, The Big Bang Theory. He was aired in so many things. It's kind of saying to the world, shut up. I have a disability, but I don't care. I am going to do what I need to do to educate people that anything is possible. That's why I give a shout out to Stephen Hawking, because he's the one man that I look up to when it comes to disabilities. If he was a regular guy, the rest of his life, he's become a very famous scientist and physicist. And I think I got the Nobel Prize or something like that. So keep on vibing, keep on writing stuff. Please, if you have any questions, comments, drop it in the comment box and go from there. Keep on vibing to the right stuff. Peace. Spread the words.